Hi, my name is Tiffany and this is Growing Up Shaman. Today I wanted to tell a story about an experience that I had when I was visiting Marrakesh, Morocco. I was there for a couple of weeks because my brother was going to be getting married to his fiance, and she was a devout Muslim and my brother and I were Catholic, and we were in town for a couple of weeks before the wedding. So one night when we were in Marrakesh, they had my brother and I sleeping in one room, and we had two twin beds in that room. My brother's bed was sleeping on one side of the room, and mine was on the other side, and there was like a little walkway in between. So that night when I was sleeping, I remember waking up to the sound of somebody creeping into our room. I heard the door unlock and slowly open, and I remember turning around and looking to see who it was, and I saw this woman who was wearing a full garment, like traditional Muslim wear. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but anyways, I just assumed it was my brother's fiance. So I just turned back around, and next thing I know, I hear that spirit do this with both of its hands onto my brother's bed, right by his head. And I remember turning around and going, what is she doing? And all I could see was my brother sleeping, and this woman was just like right in front of his bed, kind of bending over, like trying to get his attention. And when he didn't react, she did it again, this time much louder. Next thing you know, she was gone. She disappeared. My brother never woke up, and I just went back to sleep, and I figured I would just talk to him about it in the morning. So the next morning, I asked him, I was like, hey, did Asia come by last night inside of our room? And he was like, no. And I was like, well, I've got to tell you what happened. And I told him about the spirit and how it seemed angry to me. And he was like, oh, well, cool, let's go tell, Asia. So I went and I told Asia, well, first of all, I asked her, did you come into our room last night? And she goes, no. And I said, well, because I could have swore I saw somebody come into our room last night, and it was a woman wearing, all traditional garb, and she went and slammed her hands on Mario's bed like she was upset with him, and she did it twice. And I was expecting her to, completely think I was crazy, but she didn't. She actually looked at me very seriously and told me that that city was known as the City of Ghosts. So I thought that was very interesting. When I look back on the incident, it's clear to me why that woman was so upset and at my brother. And I believe that the reason she was so upset was because my brother and I were Catholics, and he was marrying into a Muslim family, and which meant that he needed to convert to Muslim. And I think that this spirit knew in his heart that he wasn't really becoming Muslim. He was just doing it to please his wife. And I think that that woman, who took her religion very seriously while she was alive, was very upset with my brother and was not happy about him getting married to this very devout Muslim woman. But anyways, they did end up getting married, and I just wanted to share that story with you. So if you enjoyed this story, feel free to subscribe or like this video to help my channel grow. Thank you so much.